So have a kid buy a condo. This is an illustration of the principle of compartmentalization. You make an investment, you assign that investment in your plan to a very specific objective, and you pick one that's important, right? So providing for a kid's college is a pretty important objective. You've got 18 years from the birth of the kid to make it work, right? And real estate is a phenomenal vehicle if you've got 18 years to work with to make a commitment, plant a seed, let it develop over time, let the investment mature as the kid matures. The reason it worked so well for me was that I rode right through the whole housing crisis 10 years ago. While we're raising my daughter and my son, we had these investments that, even though the housing market kind of went up and came down, a lot of people got scared. We didn't get spooked because it wasn't important to us what that condo was worth in 2008. It's important what it's worth in 2020, 2022. So it illustrated for me the power of having an important goal connected with the investment, that I could stay committed and not change my mind, not lose confidence in the program. And by the way, the reason for a condo rather than a house was just that, you have your first kid, your hands are full, literally, and condos are hands off. And so I chose condos, and it has a nice ring to it, have a kid buy a condo, but it could be a single family investment also. Bottom line is that when you have your mind anchored to something important, and you have a long-term threshold that you're locked into, the threshold is not open-ended. It's locked in long-term. That's the kind of thing that gives you the patience to wait out the success, and you'll win.
So what happens if, the condo, the time you needed to cash out was right during 2008 or whenever the market
Okay, so if your timing was like impeccably bad, that your kid was going off to college right at the point when the market crashed like it did last time around. Two things. If you bought that condo in the year 1990 and now it's 2008 and she or he are going to college, you still won. Like, you paid 80 grand for that condo, it's now worth 260. I mean, that was a long period of time. It's actually a great illustration, but if the point of your question is what happens if the timing's not right, and the answer is you hold on to it. See, the beauty of rental property is that you're generating income every month, right? So if something doesn't go according to plan, let's say your kid doesn't want to go to college. Okay, now what do? You don't have to cash out the investment, or there's always the ability to take a student loan and pay it off later on with the property. The point is you're building up an asset that whatever you decide to do in 18 years with the equity created by that asset, that's up to you. The original plan of it being a college fund is what hooked you into an 18-year hold period, and that's the magic in it right there.